Happy Halloween! I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I'm about to go to a birthday kind of Halloween party, hence why I'm all dressed up here like a peaky blinder. But anyway, I'm gonna go. These are your rapid readings, okay, going over the next 3 months for you guys. So from October to January 2025. Let me know what you guys think about it. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Have an amazing day. Let me know how you're spending it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hello, Cancer sign. So let's dive into your very quick reading. So we have the next 3 months. So this is November, December, January. We also have some random messages of things that might happen within the next 3 months as well. Okay, so starting off with November, we have the deep knowing card, which is all about paying attention to your intuition, and not only that, it's all about taking action on it as well. So November actually looks incredible for you. You might be the only sign so far who's had a really amazing November. So Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Sun all represent some really amazing news happening in a month of November, whether you're reaching a goal. All right, that could again be maybe you guys have something confirming your intuition happening around the month of November. Again, reaching a goal, reaching a milestone, some sort of celebration or news coming through that again ignites some sort of celebration. It feels like you had this very small inkling feeling that this would happen, or that something would transpire in this way. Four of Wands being all about celebration and partying and maybe socializing with people, meeting up with great friends. It's just a really happy time for you. Maybe it's coming together over a relationship as well, because this is also an engagement card, so that can also be happening, but it's just about celebration and amazing things. Okay, good news in the month of November. You have the King of Pentacles, which represents that you guys are really working on your stability, and in the month of November you are going to feel very stable. Maybe your career is looking good, you feel stable in your home, you feel stable in your career, you feel stable in your finances, you feel supported. That's just a really good card, just indicating that for you guys as well, so that's amazing. And the Sun card being all about happiness and joy. All right, that's just amazing energy. It's the best card in the deck, and you have that in the month of November, so really, really happy times. A lot of optimism happening in the month of November as well for you guys too. Now, I'm going to go over a few of these random messages. It's for you to keep in mind over the next 3 months. You are being called to pay attention to your health. But within the next 3 months, you're really being guided to make maybe healthier choices, or to be very, very mindful. It could be a good time to speak to a specialist, all right, to kind of, if you've had this little ache somewhere, it's a good time to go and check it out. For example, like it's really about prioritizing your health, maybe drinking more water, changing the way, what you put into your body, and all that kind of stuff. So that's something that's important. You also have Barrel here, so you may feel like something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. That feels like something that you are going to be experiencing a lot more so in the month of December, okay, which I will speak about. It does look a little bit daunting, but trust me, the Temperance kind of balances everything out, which is always nice. For a lot of you in the month of December, I mean, this can also be, I did hear like maybe a bit of a relapse happening. I don't know what they mean by that. Could be to do with things like mental health. I will just say that, just because if you do struggle with that, a really good time to do things that ground you, that balance you, speak to people who can help you. It's a really good time for that. Just because of that Tower. I mean, sometimes around the holiday season, if we're around people who might be a bit toxic, or a bit of arguments with the Tower card, then it can of course make you feel a bit of pressure with that Seven of Wands. So not to scare anyone, it's not a scary month at all. In fact, the Tower card can really represent something changing, okay? And in the rest of the month following, in January, it does actually feel quite good. Whatever you're leaving behind and walking away from, it clearly is not serving you or your feelings and emotions. So I will get into January in a second, but December, there is a little bit of like a period of ill health, depression. We have sorrow over loss. So maybe around the holiday season, you could be grieving somebody here who you're not able to spend that with, for example. But don't worry, the Temperance here is balancing you. If you do have anyone in spirit, just know that they are here with you, celebrating with you. All right, they are around you, and that's something that they want you to know. Especially because they're helping you with some challenges that you might be facing in the month of December. Now, Temperance in general is also about bringing balance and harmony to situations. For some of you, you can't change certain people, and that's something that you might be realizing in December. Take that energy and use it for yourself, okay? With that never-ending story. In fact, Gemini had this, so I wonder if you're dealing with a Gemini or have Gemini in your chart. You could be expecting closure or information, or maybe you're just feeling a bit challenged in the month of December. The Seven of Wands tells me that you feel a little bit like there's a lot of things going up against you, all right? Whether it's people in your life, whether it is a few problems, responsibilities, whatever it could be. Temperance really says it's time to take a bit of a pit stop when things get too much, not to wait for the tower to happen before you take a break. It's about learning how to take breaks along the line. So that's something that you could be learning and prioritizing in the month of December. And at Temperance, again, bringing balance and harmony to maybe a little bit of tension here. Maybe you guys are a mediator in a family or whatever that is. The Temperance card kind of brings harmony, even though there's a bit of destruction, or the Tower card here. Now, the Tower doesn't have to be bad, by the way. It could literally be enlightenment. It does bring destruction, so even if you are getting some sort of inner clarity about something, it causes a falling away of old beliefs and old systems so that you can create new ones. So whatever it is, all right, I feel like that's something that's going on in the month of December. Now, you have reconciliation here, so I wonder where that is going to be happening, but it will happen within the next 3 months. You also, sorry, Mr. Pumpkin, you have handshake here, which says a meeting with a stranger could be important. All right. And for some reason, I am getting that there's a lot of like meetings happening, especially around the month of January. So pay attention to that. That could be happening for you guys as well. But anyway, so whatever it is that you're doing, remember the Seven of Wands always says, regardless of what you're struggling or fighting with, and regardless of what the odds look like, you will have success and victory over whatever this is. And maybe that's what the Tower card is. You know, maybe you are creating change in your life as well. Again, whatever you're waiting for in December, I just want to say, don't sit by the clock. Go find balance, go find harmony. Don't hyperfixate on something, okay? Because it will happen in its own timing. You need to go and prioritize yourself and your own well-being. All right. Now, in the month of January, you have the Observer card, which is all about looking into your future and thinking about the next steps that you want to go into. It always reminds me of the Two of Wands. So, you know, really looking at the horizons, wondering where you want to go. It's a really good time to observe in the month of January, especially because you have the High Priestess here. Some of you could be really kind of going ghost a little bit in January, you know, turning the phone off, doing a detox, disconnecting from others, but it's only because you're trying to really kind of tap in and connect with yourself. Okay, the High Priestess is all about trusting in your intuition. In the month of January, any nudges, any hunches that you have, it's a really good time to go with it. Okay, especially if it's leading you towards new beginnings. You have new cycles happening in January. All right, the Wild card also represents a glow up as well whenever it comes up in reading. So a lot of you could be focusing a lot more on glowing up, on prioritizing your health, on looking good, feeling good, being at your best. Okay, so whatever you're doing here, that's something I see you going into. But of course, the Wild, a beginning of a cycle always comes with an ending of an old. So that's something that I feel like you will be walking away from. Okay, so November is amazing. December seems a little bit more challenging, but again, nothing that you can't handle. And January feels like a fresh start. And again, the chance to walk away from certain feelings or ways of being, or maybe people or situations that just don't serve you emotionally, so that you can have this new beginning that your intuition is guiding you to go. Okay, if you have any, again, hunches or nudges towards a certain goal, think about it. Look into it, because it feels like there is something here that you can observe. The High Priestess also is kind of a card of observing her intuition, her inner knowing, and seeing where it guides her. So for a lot of you, I feel like it's a good time to take action on, again, new beginnings. All right, my angels, so that's what I have for you. I love you guys. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.